sports coverage of the National Football League. Finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. Colts sideline, a look at their head coach. His squad losers last week after a victory in the season opener. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Falcons. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Young Wei Koo going to get this one going. And we are underway here in Atlanta. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
You know, it's funny, some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win, but they just didn't get the performances.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, 1 play in, 1 sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Short look, and it's caught by Warren. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one over the middle to the tight end. He's got Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. There are 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 35-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
That's Pierce in motion. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run a draw now with Taylor. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
Ball incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down. The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. This from 34 yards. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Colts will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
Let's go now. Help the 60.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That's off right side. It's London. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Mark him up at the 39-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. And they are facing a 2nd and long.
Here we go, set. 18 rapper. Hurt. Warrior 17.
From the gun, here is Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 32 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll get this out wide to McLeod. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
Defense.
Now it is 1st and goal.
Ready.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Anthony Gould down to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Colts offense ready now for their second drive. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it?
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 19, Tiger.
Throwing now from the gun. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Falcons offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, the lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Set. Viking 18. Go.
To throw is Penix. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Throwing is Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Whose kick is good. And the Falcons can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he takes off. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target. Now it's going to be third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy. His 4th TD grab of the season. No problem there on the extra point, and the Colts will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 9.
From the gun, it's Penix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return go.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
1st down pass. Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And here's Bijan. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this one in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
Makes the score Falcons.
What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. The Colts offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced to his right. He's going to run it. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Colts first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
That one complete to Pierce. Timeouts, Indianapolis. That is their second. As the clock will stop at 21 seconds to go until halftime.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away.
To the pylon, he's in. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts. It's his third touchdown on the year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. It's only week 3 on the schedule, but already some big-name teams with big early tests. Will they pass or fail? Let's get into it.
Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10.
Here we go. 19, Tiger. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. Good throw taken by Pitts. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
12 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hawk 70.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. That's to Mooney. Complete right side. From the 43, here's second and 3.
43-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. Past midfield to the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score again. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his third of the game, his 6th this year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Next to score, Falcons 24, Colts 17. Young Way Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. The Colts offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. This one complete right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
18 yards on the play.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Clark Phillips, the corner, there on the tackle. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 8. That's Pierce in motion. He'll drop to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On first down, it's Penix. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Now a timeout Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. He'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They picked it up easily, didn't they? A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
And he's going to be taken down. They get him for the sack at the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Go! 60 by 6.
On second down, Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
16 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On third down, Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. 15 yards through the air. First down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. To throw again, it's Penix. This one caught just past the pylon. Great London. Touchdown Atlanta. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Hayden Ellis getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season.
The problem with some of these long developing plays is that it really forces the quarterback to hold on to the ball. They tried to hit him there with that big shot downfield, but the protection is just not able to hold up, and they're able to get home.
And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. along the sideline. A nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score. They got to score fast.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 10
yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Back to the air one more time. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Complete to number 85. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The PAT up and good. And the Colts will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. The shotgun. It's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. The defense uses its 2nd time out here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70.
From the gun, here is Penix. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19.
Again, it's Penix. Flush to his right.
Holding offense.
Let's go now. 60 Bison.
Throwing again, it's Penix. He's got his big tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
It's the score. Falcons 38, Colts 24. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. So here are the Colts down on the scoreboard. 2:09 to go. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning. They've got a first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A quick throw out wide, caught left side. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
2nd and 12.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's second down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping to his left. And a nice run, sliding to a halt. A pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit. That right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That's taken in. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Back to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Now on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
The 2nd down pass.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 42 yards. And the Colts first down. A gain of 42 yards on the play.
There's the spike, and it stops the clock with 35 seconds left to play. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And pressure gets there, and down he goes. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
The drive will begin here with a run by taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
So it's a win here for the Falcons. They continue their